back. Today we are going to be fitting the toilet. I do apologise for the previous videos being the wrong way around. Just figured out that put my phone landscape and videos become landscape, so learning in the process. So yeah, first of all, I've got the toilet up here. I've already cut the waste pipe back to the desired length. So yeah, we're going to go through the installation of the system. Never done it before myself, got the instructions, going to have a quick read through it and we'll crack on. Right, so I'm looking through the instructions and basically it's pretty self-explanatory really. You've got all your components, your flush valves, your bolts for fixing it onto the actual toilet itself. These are your brackets, which you'll end up screwing down to the floor, and then you screw the toilet to it so it can move. Got my flex hose, my flush, and a little blanking nut for the other side. Because you can, depending on where your water pipe is, you've got, you can put this bit, can either go this side or this side, depending on where your water is. Right, okay, so we've got all that set up in there. It's pretty simple. You got, well, basically the instructions say what it is. You've got your water feed, you've got your flush, and a blanking nut at the bottom. My water's on the left side of the toilet, so I'll put that on there. A big, nice squishy washer, drop it on top of your toilet. System goes on top of that. Line it up nicely. Make sure it fits in there. Bolted up. First of all, I'm going to connect my flexi hose to the system, just purely for ease, so that I'm going to get behind the toilet with a spanner. Do that on now while it's off. I can sort that out afterwards. You're going to have to turn all the water off, release the pressure from the taps again. Trim the pipe down, connect it onto this. And this one I've got one, so it's a little isolation valve on the bottom, so you can just turn the water off to the system if ever needed. Just make it easier. Okay, so now I'm just going to try the toilet in place to make sure that this and that works together, because you don't want the toilet sitting off the wall. Okay, so that goes there. Like so. Right. So I've actually put it on. I'll put it on in the pipe first and then slid the toilet onto it. So as you can see, got a bit of a gap still. So do is measure that, which is 25 mil. 25 millimeters. Pull it back out. Cut 25 mil off the waste pipe coming into the wall, and throw it back on. Right, perfect. Right against the wall, we've got flexi pipe here. So while that's in position, we shall find a pencil, put a little mark on roughly where the pipe needs to be.
There's the cup. There's what was I think.
got my driller to drill the holes. My pipe cutter, we're going to trim that off. We are basically ready for installation. We've got to figure out how these brackets work on these on the feet, but I think they're pretty simple. You just screw them down. I'm just going to cut this pipe first. My apologies, my camera decided to turn itself off. Fit the feet. Sorry, not the feet, the brackets for the toilet to screw to at the base. I've also drilled the holes for the cistern. Gently tap that in. Knock a screw in just to send the plug home. That's all ready to be fixed back on. All we've got to do, push the toilet back, screw the system back to the wall, connect this pipe, and pretty much done. Drop the system on top, fix the push button down, and should be able to use the toilet. Now fixed back to the wall. You need to make sure that you don't over tighten these because you don't want the back of your system to crack. Same with these screws at the bottom now. I'm just going to put the caps on now just to so I don't lose them or forget to do it right there. Right, so now that's done, I'm going to connect up this pipe, flexi hose. So I'm going to turn that isolation off there, turn the water on, and then we'll hopefully get it flushing. I have got some silver chrome spray to spray the copper pipes that are unshipped, just so it looks nice. Okay, now the water's on. See, no leaks, no drips, all dry. So I'm going to turn this bad boy back on. And hopefully it stops, it doesn't come too far. Right, we'll let that fill up and yeah. We'll get the top on, get the flush on, and then we'll start on the basin. So now we've filled up the system, everything's working. The pipe's got no leaks, flush is working. Literally, all we've got to do now is screw this on here, which is pretty self-explanatory really. Flat bit to the back. Push. Pop him in through there, and screw the washer back on underneath. Make sure they're the right way because obviously, yeah. So the pins push the buttons. Screw them in. And then job done. Let's give it a try. Quick flush. Voila. So now actually we've got the toilet seat to put on. I'll do that before I do the sink, just so it's finished. And yeah, I'll go grab that and we'll crack on. Okay, so we've got the seat and all the fittings that come with it. It does come with some instructions. I think there's a couple of different types of toilets you can, toilet seats you can have. Oh, it's a soft close as well, this one, which is excellent. Screwdriver. Again, try to use a screwdriver as much as you can really. I use my drill sometimes, but I know the power of it. It's not really something you want to mess with around the toilet, around the ceramics, because if you over tighten it, you're going to end up breaking it. Okay, so that looks like it pushes in. I'm just going to line it up. The last thing you want is to sit down on the toilet for a nice number 2 and then the seat slide. They're in the correct position still. Lining up with the edges of your toilet. That's tight. Now I think you just drop it out, push it down. Job done. And to get it off, just push them in, pull it off, adjust them if need be. Pull them forward a little bit. Just see if I bring the seat forward. Sorted. Let's put these back on. Oh, nice polish. Put them on there. Push them on. Hide all the white plastic. And there you have it. Lovely toilet. You can sit. Business. Excuse me, nature calls. Right, okay, so now we are going to fit the basin and vanity unit. As you can tell, the pipe's already in, waste pipe's already there. It is going tight up against this wall. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to notch out the bottom of this here to allow it to go all the way back. These pipes are going to get trimmed. Obviously, I'm going to keep them down, trimmed into sort of this area here, so that once it's fitted, I can get in through here and tighten up the bolts without having a problem getting behind. Okay, so what we've got here now, we've got the hole, obviously, for the tap, the mixer tap going on. We need to put the O-ring on first, then that will sit on top of the basin. Then we'll have the horseshoe washer, rubber washer. We'll have the metal horseshoe plate, and then we will fix the bolts through the plates and the washers and hold it on to the sink. Just thought before I do that, before I tighten that up, I'm going to get the, where have I put them? Flexi hoses come with the basin and the tap. And actually, I'm going to fit through the hole. Yeah. So I'm going to fix them into the bottom of the tap first, just so I can ensure I've got a good secure seal. Just twist them in one at a time. Strongly advise fitting your taps before the basin anyway, because you don't want to be doing this underneath. And same for the bath tap. I'd always fit the bath tap before dropping the bath in. The tap's on now. We're going to do the plug. Then once all that's set up, I'm going to have to notch this to fit back to the wall, drill some holes, get that fixed back, trim the pipes, got some handles to put on here, and then we are pretty much done. There isn't any fixings that come with this sink to sort of hold it down onto here, so I'm going to run some silicone around the edges, probably not the front, but just on the sides, just to glue it down. Right, okay, it's pretty simple. Literally, you've got your plug, fixing, your ring to tighten it up, and another washer for underneath. That's all ready to go in. I've got to notch the back of this, turn the water off again, trim the pipes up, fix this back to the wall, and then it's literally get the sink in. I've got a bottle trap, which hopefully will fit nicely. Extend the wall. No, I might have to adjust where the shelves go. The shelf, yeah, I can do that. So I think it's an extendable one. Yeah. Okay. So depending on where your raised pipe is and the bottom of the sink, you can always adjust it or make it smaller. But we'll get to that when the sink goes in. Put in the time lapse, get this cut, get it fitted, and then we'll drop the sink on. The sink's going tight up against here, so we've got plenty of room when you're doing your business. You're going to get a toilet roll hold up there eventually. Now I've notched the bottom of the vanity unit so it will slide back. Obviously it can't go back just yet because the pipes are still too long. I've dropped the sink on purely because, just try to show you this, they're going to need cutting back to a certain point. Now, I've got isolation valves to go on here, and they will screw onto there. So if I try and set this up and show you what's going to happen, they do have a little arrow on there just to indicate the flow of the water. So the water's going up, okay? So we get rid of that one. That will fix onto there. Obviously that's only finger tight for now, and then that will bolt onto the pipe. So now I'm just going to pencil and mark on the pipe roughly where I need to cut it. It doesn't matter if it's slightly higher, it's probably better if it's higher. Let's cut that one there, and it's going to be the same for this one. So I'm going to go turn the water off, pull the unit out, cut the pipes, and yeah, get them all taped up and ready to rock and roll. Okay, so I've just turned the water off. Again, it's always best to release the pressure from your pipes just by flushing, or just turn your taps on just to get the pressure out of it before you cut, because what you don't want is, as you cut in, a big burst of water to come, or sometimes I've taken one of them off and there's that much pressure behind it, it's just pinged off like a rocket. Right, so I'm going to get them pipes cut now, push the vanity unit back, I'm going to drill some holes in the vanity unit so I can fix it back to the wall. Once that's fixed back to the wall, then I can drop the sink on, drop some sealant on the top of the vanity unit, connect the pipes up, and we're going to have running water once again. Like I say, toilet's in now, the bath's in, the sink will be in, radiator's on. It's just a case of tidying up really. I've got a bit of grout to do in the corners, as I said in the previous video. I'm going to probably put it in a piping bag. Sounds a bit daft, but put it in a bag and just pipe it into the corners, clean that off. Probably run some silicone bead down it. That won't be today. I've got silicone beads go around the perimeter of the floor, around the perimeter of the bath. I've got the shower screen to go in at some point, and the mixer tap for the shower. Glass shelves behind me. I've got to get them ordered, so that'll be in at some point. But yeah, hold tight and hope you enjoy. Okay, this next bit's going to be a little bit difficult to film. I'm going to set it up on my big tripod. Hopefully, well, I don't think you're going to be able to see much. Basically, I've got to connect up them pipes, the waste pipe, got the bottle trap, and then get the basin in. I'm going to put the isolation valves. I've got a couple of isolation valves. I'm going to put them on the pipes first, ready. Again, PTFE tape. Can't use enough of it. Around the olive, around the thread. And yeah, around the olive, around the thread, tighten that up. And then it's just a case of screwing on the taps. We're not screwing on the taps are already on. Screwing on the flexi hoses from the taps. Wherever I'm looking. Flexi hoses to the pipes, put the water on, check it's all working, check there's no leaks, and then pretty much done. Silicone the sink down. I'll run the silicone around the actual basin when I do when I silicone everywhere. Basically, I'll do it all in one shot. Right, so I've got the isolation valves on the pipes, the unit's fixed back. I'm going to run some silicone along here, here, bit at the back. I'm not going to do the front, just so it doesn't spew out everywhere. I'll drop the sink on, connect to the pipes, and that's pretty much, well, and then I've got the waste. I'm going to have a fight with the waste to get that done, and then once that's done, we're done. Noticed, if you can see, the waste from the sink and the waste in the wall don't quite line up. Now that waste in the wall was the original. I didn't even think about that. So I'm gonna have to come back to that and see what I can do. Right, now the sink's plumbed in, I just gotta fit the waste and job's a good one. Water's back on, we've got no leaks. But yeah, get the waste on, we'll check the, make sure there's no leaks coming from the waste. Let's give it a go. Water's looking a bit green, away from all the soldering. We do have a little drip coming from here. It's not good. It's just a case of tightening the bottom of the bottle trap. Well, that's brilliant. So, absolutely fantastic. We've got the sink in now, we've got the toilet in. I'm just going to drop the shelf back in the unit. And we'll wrap this video up. Right, thank you everyone for watching my video today. Quite productive. Managed to get the toilet back in, get the basin in, unit, everything, plumbing, all done. We've got no leaks, which is great. My next video, I'm going to be installing the fan above the sink. I've got the shower, mixer tap, and all the palaver that goes with it. Shower screen. And then I think that won't be the last video. There will be another video in the bathroom. It will be basically finishing off. We've got the bath panel to go in, silicone in around the floor, silicone in around the bath. We've got a few touch-up parts of grout that need doing. We've got the arc drive around the door. Like I say, glass shelves. I've got to order the glass shelves. So they're going to be at a later date. That might be a bit of a recap back. So again, thank you for watching my video today. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Any comments below are more than welcome. Like I say, I'm not a plumber by any means. Just having a go. It's just mechanical fixings, really, in my opinion. I wouldn't touch gas. I wouldn't ever advise touching gas. Just water. You can flood your house, but you don't want to gas your house. So yeah, catch you on the next one.